What's up? Fucking, what the hell? Let me fix this. Well, I'm in Patterson, California. Which is like, it's between LA and San Francisco. It's the middle of it's middle of the state, middle of nowhere. But this is where the Amazon warehouse is. And, I'm eating yogurt with a fork because I ran out of spoons. But I got lots of forks. Whenever you go to Walmart to get your groceries, right? Go to where yogurt is. They get you a whole bunch of these little bastards. These are like something like 50 cents a pop. I grab about 10 of them every time I go to the grocery store. I love these fucking things. I mean, if you got a refrigerator in your truck, these got to be refrigerated. Don't just get a bunch of them. They're probably not very good when they're hot, right? But they're filling and they're really good. You know, it's like if I'm not really all that hungry, but I just kind of want a snack, you know, like these are really satisfying, you know. But anyways, all right, my week hadn't really improved a whole lot, okay, since the last video. I guess I made that video a couple days ago. I delivered that load to Compton in the morning, and then I sat at the yard the rest of that fucking day, right? To the point where, like, at the end of the day, I said, you know, give me a fucking van load again. I don't give a fuck. Just keep me rolling. And then he didn't say nothing back to me, and I sent another message saying, okay, so I guess I'm going to sit till tomorrow. And then he sent me a message said, yes. All right. So then I woke up this morning, and they gave me a 120 mile load over to Ventura, California, which is, you know, it's just west of LA. If you ask me, it's still in fucking LA. LA is like 100 miles wide, greater LA in my opinion. You know, San Bernardino, Ventura, Santa Monica, all that shit is LA as far as I'm concerned. It's greater fucking LA. You know, like in Houston, it doesn't matter if you're from, I mean, if you're from Pasadena or, you know, like I'm from Cypress, Conroe to Woodlands, Katy, you could just basically say you're from Houston, and you basically are. Even if you're not technically in the city of Houston or whatever, you're part of greater Houston, you know? Like, people from LA, they don't say like, oh, I'm from LA. Oh yeah, I'm from Rancho Cucamonga, or, you know, goddamn whatever, I don't know, you know, here or there. But it's all fucking LA as far as I'm concerned, you know? It's just one massive fucking metropolis, you know, one big metroplex. So I ran this short fucking, it was preloaded trailer, bunch of Pepsi products that was sitting on the yard, and I think they just gave it to me. It's just busy work. It's a 120 mile load. I had to fight morning LA traffic, so it took me about 3.5 hours to deliver it or so. But like, it was due that morning, and it had probably been sitting on the yard for fucking 4 days. So I was like, whatever, fucking, I'll just take it, van load. Delivered that, you know, over in Ventura, and then they gave me an assignment to take it here to Patterson for the Amazon warehouse. The Amazon warehouse is this massive motherfucking warehouse. It's over a 1/4 mile long, I believe. And obviously Amazon gets very fucking busy for the holidays, a lot of Christmas gifts, right? So they got hundreds and hundreds of trucks and trailers and shit out here. They're all coming in and out. Like, this whole town is just, it's like a trucking town now, you know? I wonder if the locals, I guess the locals can't get too mad about all the trucks coming in and out of here, since most of the jobs in this town are people probably work at fucking Amazon anyway, or whatever. But all the big companies are out here. There's a lot of Swift, a lot of Werner, a lot of JB Hunt, you know, all the big companies Got you know, there's a few Schneider trucks out here. There's all UPS, FedEx. All the motherfuckers are out here. Now, I was talking to a van driver last week about this Amazon deal. Supposedly, Western Express had an account with Amazon to where they get teams of van drivers, and this is how it goes, right? The van drivers, they would bobtail up here to the plant, or I guess they bring an empty with them or something like that, drop the empty, pick up a trailer full of Amazon shit. There's another Amazon warehouse way out in Florida, and a team would drive that trailer from here in the Amazon warehouse here out to the one in Florida, and then they would drop the trailer, and then they would bobtail all the fucking way back without a trailer. That's some weird shit, but I'd like to believe that's why there's 40 odd fucking brand new trailers at the Fontana terminal, is because of this fucking contract. Now, and also they were offering dudes good money and bonuses and all this shit. You know, some van driver was actually trying to talk me into doing it. But I'm like, yeah, well, as great as that sounds, I'm a flatbedder. I don't want to do that shit. But another van driver told me a couple days ago that he was doing this Amazon thing, and that they couldn't get enough teams together, so they fucking either lost the account or they're giving it all to owner-operators now, or they're contracting it out or some shit. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. You know, fucking whatever. All I do know is the trailer I just dropped is the only Western Express trailer I saw at this entire fucking yard. So I don't know what that means, but whatever. You know? So I don't know what's going to happen now, because now I don't have a trailer. I dropped my empty at the Amazon yard. Like, they don't even have fucking room in their yard anymore. Like, they're parking them out in their side parking lot. They rented out space from the airfield next door. They're parking them on the airfield, for fuck's sake. All these trailers, because they don't have room no more. I don't know. It's crazy shit. A lot of money going through that place. But I have to do the math, but I think I'm going to be sitting right now, like, today is Thursday. I think when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to be sitting somewhere around 1,000 to 1,200 miles or something like that. And I'm interested to see what they're going to have me do for the weekend. Now, what I decided was that, you know, I'm a very patient person, and you know, I don't really make snap judgments. Especially special, you know, very important decisions, rather. And I'm gonna give them till the end of the week. You know, probably till I'm gonna see what happens tomorrow, and then, you know, see what happens for this weekend. You know, see what happens the next couple days. You know, tonight's Thursday night. I'm gonna see what I get tomorrow, and then the weekend, and blah blah blah. If they don't make some fucking magic happen, then I'm gonna put in my 2 weeks notice and go work somewhere else. You know? Hey, you know what? It's like I said in the other video. I don't know what's going on with them, but, you know, whatever. You know, I gotta make money. You know? Like I said, you know, I'm not here to just fucking hang out. You know, and as much as, you know, and here's the thing, you know, okay, if I put in a 2 weeks notice, you know, then what? You know, okay, I'm on the West Coast. I'm 2,000 miles from home. I'm 2,000 miles from Nashville, you know, so if I don't drop the truck at a terminal, then they're going to charge me something like $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever. I'll lose my last check or some shit. And they'll try to pass a judgment or whatever. You know, they charge you. You sign a contract that says, you know, I owe the company like $1,400 or whatever if I don't drop it at a terminal. Which is fair. I don't see a problem with that. You know, it costs money to recover trucks. I know, because I recovered one. But if I put in a if I sit all day tomorrow and I sit all for another weekend, you know, like in Central California, or I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I really don't. I don't know what. I really don't know what's going on. But if I sit for the fucking weekend, and you know, maybe I'll wake up Monday morning. They're like, okay, go here and get this. You know, here's the fucking plan. Like maybe things will all come back to life again. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. You know. But I already talked to a recruiter with Melton, and they've always been kind of an attractive company to me. You know, and I don't know what their policy is on rookies. Like if you don't have any experience, I really don't. But with the experience that I have, I could come in. I could just come right in, go do my orientation and all that stuff, and I don't have to go out with a trainer. I don't have to go through some fucking evaluation with a trainer period, you know, where I have to go out with a fucking trainer for 2 weeks to prove I know what I know. It's kind of bullshit if you ask me, you know. If you got verifiable experience, you know, I don't think you should have to go out with a fucking trainer. But I don't know. They got a pretty attractive pay package. They got good benefits and shit like that. Which I got private health care. You know, benefits is neither here nor there with me. I'm more interested in, you know, freight consistency and pay, and it's good pay. You know, for my experience level, I think I'll be getting like 43 cents a mile. I think 43 cents a mile. So that's pretty good. They've got $20 untarp pay, $20 tarp pay. So that means if you tarp and untarp a load, you get $40. That's better than Western, which pays $25 for tarp pay. You know, and shit like that. You know, like I said, I don't want to go to another company, but they're kind of forcing my fucking hand. You know, there's other companies where, and there's other industries you can work in where you can put up with bullshit. You know, I've worked other places where I put up with bullshit for a while, you know, just to see if things would change. You know, I give things a chance to change. You know, I don't just like, oh, fuck this, I'm out of here. You know, later. No, fuck this shit. You know, that's a mistake. And I think it's a mistake that a lot of people make, especially in trucking. You know, as soon as like, oh, my DM pissed me off, fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm gonna abandon the truck. Okay, well, then you fucked up your DAC report, your fucking bullshit driver fucking your driver record, because they put it on your DAC, they'll try to fucking destroy you and say like, oh, he fucking did this and that and the other. You know, I think the DAC report is. I understand the reason for the DAC report. I think it's bullshit that it's not more heavy. I mean, I just, it needs to be regulated more, I think. And I think maybe it is now. I don't know. I kind of forgot all the things I learned about the fucking DAC report. But fucking regardless, I don't think they're going to try to destroy me, because I'm going to give them a 2 weeks notice. I'm going to say, you know, you got 2 weeks to get me in the truck to, you know, Nashville or whatever, and then I'm going to terminate employment, you know, if that's what it comes to, you know. And, you know, here's the shitty thing is, you know, it's like, if I turn this truck into the Fontana, like, say I put him on 2 weeks Monday, like, because I sat all weekend, and they just fucked me again on another short check, another short week, right? And I go to the Fontana terminal. Like, I got a truck full of my stuff. I got clothes, I got tools, I got a 6-foot ladder, I got all kind of, like, my Xbox, my CB radio, I got all my shit. So I'm gonna have to rent a car. I can't just fly home with all this stuff, or I'd have to abandon it. And I don't want to do that. You know, I don't think it's worth getting rid of all this shit. I've had that 6-foot ladder for like 5 fucking years, maybe longer, 6 years. I've had it for a long time. I'm not just gonna leave it with the fucking truck. So what I'd have to do is rent a car and load all this shit up and drive home. Now, if I do that from Los Angeles, that's going to cost me in the vicinity of $400 to rent the car and all the bullshit plus gas and all that stuff. It's going to cost me $400 to get home. I don't think it's going to be considerably cheaper if I turn this truck in Nashville. I think it's still going to cost me probably $300 to $350 to rent a car and drive all my shit home. But it is what it is. You know, I'll go home for a couple. What I'll do is I'll go home for a couple days because I haven't been home in a while, and then I'll go up to Dallas because Melton's got a terminal in Dallas, and I think that, like, because it's so close to Houston, I think I'll just take my pickup truck up there and I'll just leave my F-250 there. I'll just park it there, you know, so I have it there, you know. It should be cheaper that way, I think. You know, I won't have to ride a bus and all that bullshit. I won't have to have my girlfriend drive me up there and stuff. But I don't know, like, you know, I talked to the recruiter, and, you know, the good thing about it's better, you know, when you're coming into the industry, you don't really know what questions to ask, you know, because the recruiters, you know, they're real good at their job is to sell you on working for that company. But, you know, the recruiter with Melton, this chick that I talked to, recruiter for the Midwest or whatever fucking region she covers, she was really, really cool, and, you know, she asked me a really, really good question. She said, "What's important to you? What makes you tick? Like, what are you looking for?" And I said, "That's a good question." I said, I just want consistency in freight, and I want good, you know, I'm gonna make the money. I'm gonna get the miles done. I'm not worried about all that shit. You know, the money's gonna be there as long as the freight is there. So as long as the freight is there, and I said the second problem I have is the problem I'm having right fucking now. You know, there's no communication. You know, it's like I told my girl. I said, I sat for 4 fucking days last week. I didn't even get a goddamn phone call to say, "I'm sorry, I'm working on it, this is what's happening, I'm doing my best." I didn't, just give me a fucking phone call. I would have really appreciated that, and I would have had a lot of respect for my DM had he personally fucking called me just for 5 minutes to say, you know, "I understand you are sitting in the West Coast and you are not making money right now. I have not forgotten about you." No, guys fucking leaving early and shit. You know, which is ridiculous. The guy's usually, like, the months I've been here with this DM, he's been very good at his job. He's been very on top of shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on right now. But, you know what? I think my theory is it's one of two things that's going on right now. One thing, they hired way too many goddamn drivers this summer, and freight has slowed down. I've talked to some other drivers. Supposedly, flatbed freight has slowed down a little bit, which it will tend to do in the winter months. You know, it's understandable. You know, I work construction. It was the same way. Shit slows down in the winter. But the difference is, and it's the same in construction, you know that fucking shit's going to slow down in the winter time. You have to plan for it. Don't hire fucking 1,000 extra drivers, you know, when shit's up, and then just have a bunch of guys sitting around with nothing to do when freight slows down. You know, you have to find you some good customers that can keep you busy in the winter months. You know, there's freight, like steel coils. As much as I fucking hate hauling steel coils, they roll year round. You know, they're 24 hours a day. Fucking steel coils are getting shipped all over the place. Now, they're not the longest loads, but they're consistent fucking loads. So if that's what it takes, then that's what you got to do. You know. So, and I think that's one thing Western's fucked up at. You know, they're all about fucking quantity, and they're not about quality, and I think they just don't have the customer base to support the drivers they have right now, especially since freight slowed down. You know, and I think they're fucking a lot of shit up. The communication's real fucking poor. So, I mean, maybe it's just me, but like the other night I think last night I was at the Fontana Yard again. I counted something in the neighborhood of about 10 or 11 flatbed bobtails out there sitting overnight. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but they've got till like the end of this weekend, and then I'll make my decision whether I'm gonna leave or not. Because then I gotta rent a fucking car for $320, and then I'm gonna have to pay probably $100 in gas to get back home. You know, so I don't know. It's not a favorable situation, or I'm not fucking happy about it. You know, this is bullshit. I wouldn't even mind running van loads if that was going to keep me busy, but not these short little bullshit. Like, then be consistent with the van loads. Get me some longer van loads. I don't fucking know. Give me a van load fucking back east. Give me one of the brand new trailers and have me pull it back to the Nashville yard. I don't fucking know. You know, I've been a very good driver for this company, at least in my own fucking opinion. You know, I've had a pretty good record. You know, I got a perfect fucking CSA score, you know, and I don't know. My numbers speak for themselves. So that's what it is. You know, I'll be going to work for Melton if things don't turn around. I've given them. I'm gonna be last week and this week. By the time I make my decision, I will have given them 2 fucking weeks to turn things around. At, you know, roughly about a week and a half, whatever. But you know, still. You know, I can't afford to keep waiting on them to get their shit together. I just can't do it. You know, I gotta be making some sort of money. You know, these little 3-hour fucking 5-hour loads and van loads and shit, that's not enough. You know, yeah, it keeps me busy, but I'm not making money off them. This is not enough miles. So, we'll see. I will let you guys know. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I appreciate that. I hope you guys fucking enjoy these videos. You know, I enjoy making them. I really do. It gives me something to do. It gives me a fucking outlet. I love it. It's good. But, I'll probably end up making another one tomorrow, depending on how things go. I need to end this video. It's been way too fucking long, you know. So, hopefully you guys have watched the video all the way up to this fucking point. But I'll make another one. So, alright, you guys, take it easy.